The Amazing Adventure of Benny the Brave Little Rabbit. Once upon a time, in a small meadow surrounded by towering trees, lived a little rabbit named Benny. He was the smallest rabbit in his family, with soft white fur and big, curious eyes. While the other rabbits hopped around, playing in the tall grass or nibbling on clover, Benny was always dreaming of bigger adventures. "Why do you always sit alone, Benny?" his big sister, Lily, would ask. "Come join us. It's much more fun to play together." But Benny wasn't interested in playing the same games every day. He loved hearing stories of the outside world from the older rabbit, especially the tales of the mysterious Blueberry Hill and the hidden forest path. Benny's heart longed for something more, something grand. One bright sunny morning, Benny made up his mind. He was going to explore the world beyond the meadow. With a hop and a jump, Benny darted out of his cozy home and began his journey. As Benny hopped through the tall grass, he was filled with excitement and a bit of nervousness. The world was so much bigger than he had imagined. He passed by colorful flowers, a sparkling stream, and towering trees. Soon, Benny found himself at the edge of a forest he had never seen before. The forest was thick and dark, with the scent of pine filling the air. Benny paused for a moment, looking at the towering trees. He had heard stories of the creatures that lived deep within the forest: foxes, owls, and even deer. Benny took a deep breath and decided to go in. As he hopped along the forest path, Benny came across a wise old owl named Oliver perched on a branch. "Hello, young rabbit," said Oliver, his golden eyes glinting. "What brings you to this part of the forest?" "I'm Benny, and I'm on an adventure," Benny replied excitedly. "I want to see the world beyond the meadow. Do you have any advice for me?" Oliver chuckled softly. "Ah, an adventurer at heart, I see. Remember, little one, the world is full of wonders, but it's also full of challenges. You must be brave and trust yourself." Benny nodded, feeling a sense of determination rising within him. He thanked Oliver and continued on his way. After a while, Benny reached a clearing where a sparkling blue lake lay still and calm. He marveled at the sight of it. Just as he was about to take a closer look, he noticed something strange. A family of ducks was swimming in the lake, and one of the ducklings was stuck near a rock, unable to get out of the water. Without a second thought, Benny sprang into action. He dashed to the rock and, using all his strength, nudged the duckling to safety. The grateful mother duck quacked in joy, and the little duckling waddled happily around Benny. "You're a brave little rabbit," said the mother duck. "Thank you for helping us." Benny smiled shyly, feeling proud of his good deed. He had made a difference on his adventure. As the sun began to set, Benny realized it was time to return home. He retraced his steps through the forest and back to the meadow, his heart full of joy. When he arrived, his family was waiting for him, eager to hear about his adventure. Benny's eyes sparkled as he told them about the forest, the wise owl, and the family of ducks. He had discovered something important on his journey. Not only was the world full of exciting places, but it was also full of opportunities to help others. From that day on, Benny was no longer the quiet little rabbit. He became Benny the Brave, always ready for the next adventure, whether it was in the meadow or beyond, knowing that sometimes the biggest adventures came from the smallest acts of kindness. And so, Benny's adventures continued, and his story became one that all the other rabbits would talk about for years to come.